Hey there. Morning, everyone. How you guys doing? So I'm working on a presentation right now around the 401k, and I'm really starting to look at this and wondering if the 401k could possibly go the way of the pension, right? Several decades ago, companies routinely gave pensions. You stayed somewhere for 30 years, 40 years, whatever it is, and they gave you a little check when you retired. Ongoing, right? So it still happens today, sort of public service, firefighters, policemen, probably a lot more functions that I'm not aware of. Then that gave way to the 401k. The whole idea is the employer was no longer on the hook for these future obligations. The idea was, hey, save a little bit out of your check. It's tax-free, right? It's pre-tax. Put that in 401k, and over 40 years, you become a millionaire. And this idea is coming to me from the book, Everyday Millionaire, which I just finished. And I will absolutely be doing a book report on it, or a view, because I found it enlightening, right, to kind of look at it. And I agree with kind of like 95% of what's in the book. Actually, I agree with everything in the book. It's just, I didn't like how he painted real estate investors. And so we'll sort of talk about that. I think he painted all of us with one brush, and I thought that was kind of unfair. But I get where he's coming from. I understand the message he's trying to say, but still I felt uneasy with what he had there. But back to the 401k. I'm just wondering if we're, the next generation of employees, right? They're not going to see themselves like the baby boomers in Gen X, right? Where we were, maybe the baby boomers are like, I'm going to go work for somebody for 40 years and, that's the goal. Maybe with the Gen Xers, which I'm in, maybe we saw ourselves working for 5, 10, 15 years and moving on to the next thing. I'm just wondering if the next generation continues the trend towards, I don't know what it would be called, 1099 work, or just working differently. Maybe they have different goals. And if that's the case, if we have a whole generation that's not going to use the 401k, I wonder what that means for people that own stocks, first off, right? Because if there's less buyers and we're looking to retire in whatever it is, 10 or 15 years, and we don't have the next person in line to buy the stocks that we need to sell to live on, I'm just wondering what happens. But more importantly, I'm worried about the next generation, and I'm wondering what they're going to do, right? If they're not saving for 40 years in an easy sort of tax efficient way, what are they going to do? Maybe they don't care. Maybe they plan to be financially free in their 30s or 40s by some other means. I don't know. But the book really got me thinking. And when I see what the millionaire, the book, I'm blanking on the name all of a sudden, Everyday Millionaires, sorry. His idea that 40 years was the right way to go with a 401k. And then I look at the next generation, millennials and Gen Z, or whatever that next generation is. I don't see them sticking with one employer for 40 years. I don't think the numbers are going to line up. So I'm curious what you think, right? Do you think the 401k could go the way of pension plans and not be a thing in 10 or 20 or 30 years? Let me know what you think. I am going to build a presentation around this because I think there's some interesting things to talk about. But before I get my day started, I thought I'd leave this question because I need your feedback. All right, so leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'd love to see what you guys have to think about this question. Is the 401k going the way of the pension plan? Thanks.